President Nelson's talking about how faith will always propel us forward. Whatever portion of faith you have, whatever portion of belief you have, will always be able to increase your access to godly power. It will always do that because that's just in the nature of faith. And I kind of wonder here what he's what he's getting at here. He says, if everyone else, should fail you, Christ and his church will never fail you. And I wonder what he means by his church. I would never be so bold as to suggest that Jesus Christ has failed anyone. I don't believe that, not for a moment. I certainly don't believe that he's failed me. My Savior has done so much to help me and support me and bless me, and he's been very generous with me. And I can never repay everything that my Savior has done for me. So I don't believe for one moment that Christ has failed me. But his church? His church? What do you mean by his church? When I think about his church, I think about people. And people have disappointed and failed me time and time again, especially in this time of my life where I've been single. I have been failed by people in his church. So what exactly is he talking about when he says his church? You're talking about like the ordinances, the administration of priesthood ordinances and blessings? Because that hasn't failed me. Are you talking about like organizations with like singles programs? Those often have failed me. Singles wards, yeah, they failed me. People in the church, whether you're talking about a singles ward or a general membership ward, whether they're in or outside of a leadership position, yeah, everyone has failed me. So what exactly do you mean by the church? Not to question the prophet or trying to introduce seeds of apostasy here. That's not what I'm getting at. It just kind of makes me wonder as I look at my experience and say, hey, wait a minute. What do you mean by the church? Because depending on how you define the church, maybe the church has failed. Just putting that out there. Howdy peeps. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Join the Journey radio program. And if you did, be sure to click subscribe so you can get more clips in the future. And be sure to check out the Join the Journey radio program broadcast every Wednesday night on the Join the Journey radio network. Find more information at jointhejourneyradio.com.